Forgot to add everyone to the stream. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like we're still waiting on Yellow, but in the meantime, hello everyone watching in the chat. This is episode 27 of Glimmercast, where we're going to be talking about the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which is actually an OVA, which off the top of my head, I forget what OVA stands for. I don't know if y'all or ChillMonger, if you know what OVA stands for, but I think it's original video animation or something generic like that. But it's basically an anime movie that's kind of like a short form feature-length film, kind of like not really related to a lot of the established lore of the games or any like printed media. So it's kind of just like fun fan fiction, but created by like the creators of the series. So yeah, anyway, that's sort of to like give y'all a heads up. And we got Yellow in the house. What's up, Yellow? Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm having some like audio feedback from you. I think so your mic isn't as clear as it usually is.
Me.
Okay, I can hear you well now. I thought I caught some feedback earlier, but I think it's gone now.
It very well could have been. Is it still gone? Do you feel like there's any problem? Sometimes when you first come in the StreamYard, it's like, yo, we can't figure you out yet.
Oh yeah, maybe it was just like getting adjusted. but yeah, anyway, I was just sort of like
Cool.
letting everyone in the audience know this is the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It is an OVA, which I believe stands for original video animation. So it's kind of like an otherworld sort of story.
The V definitely stands for video if we're breaking down OVA. The O and the A, animation going for AA anime, I can see how you would say that it is. And then the original, basically their own way of saying this isn't canon. This is like our own spin on things. So I think you got the OVA down.
I just looked it up. Yeah, it's original video animation. You got it
Yay!
right.
I did it. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. But yeah, has this movie crossed y'all's radars before, or is it your first time watching it?
First time watching it, and the only thing that like it made me think about was in the real Sonic movie from like last year. Remember how there was an owl there?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the owl. That's what it's calling back to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I haven't seen that movie in a couple years, like at least like since it came out, so maybe like 3 years at this point. So I am forgetting if the owl that originally raised Sonic was male or female. But yeah, the owl in this movie is like just this weird like eccentric old man trope that just sort of hangs out with Sonic and Tails. But we're gonna get into that. I do have the trailer that I do want to kind of like set the expectations for what this movie is that we watched. So I will go ahead and play it. I'll go ahead and pause the music really quick and share my screen. Cool. And go ahead and play. I don't think that there's any dialogue in the trailer, but just in case, I want to talk over it because I think that was a good strategy last time with the F9 trailer.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you nobody on YouTube is checking for the Sonic over copyright, fam. I can promise you that's not a concern. We can
Yeah,
watch
I highly
the
doubt
whole
it.
motherfucker right here.
So, rewatching it for me, I forgot how good the soundtrack is. Like in my opinion, I really like it.
Man. Big twinsy energy, fam. Like I was astounded. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Multiple times in the movie when I was like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to that question you asked before, I definitely saw this before, and I'm pretty sure I watched it on a Dreamcast, and I cannot explain how that happened. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember a very long time ago, there was a CD-ROM, old school compact disc case with somebody's inkjet print. No, I'm lying to you. Bubble jet printed version of a hypersonic image inside the case. And that's what we watched, and it was nuts. And I did not remember that shit at all until I got like halfway through this shit, and it just.
So you watched it originally on a CD-ROM.
That ass. Somebody burnt
God.
it on a CDR in like 1999.
Yeah,
Oh my
those are
God.
the days.
So for me, like with my taste in anime, I really like going back to watch like these very vintage looking aesthetic anime like this. So it was like a nice, refresher for me to rewatch it.
Including the plot?
No, this is the best thing that has ever happened. Period. Like everything about the backstab, it was all the kink in here, the like low key kink vibes they was giving off in this. Like I was a big fan. The only thing that could have made this movie better was if I was laying on my stomach, swinging my feet back and forth in the air behind me, eating a bowl of cereal on Saturday morning and watching it. That's the only thing that could have made this movie better. So it's the perfect film. It's up there with The Godfather 1 and 2. I loved every second of this.
Oh man, we got nerd man levels of trolling right now. We got the Batman's gonna make 1.4 billion in the next couple of weeks. Levels of trolling.
No,
Exactly.
like I'm 70% dead ass. A little 30% extra on there, but I'm 70% dead ass. I thoroughly loved this shit. I really enjoyed this. Except for Knuckles' hat, I was furious.
So this is my theory. I think that the animators confused another secondary character or even tertiary character that was like so far off into like the into the lore of Sonic, because there's this like, I think it's like a weasel character who's like one of the antagonists in like either the printed media or something, but like they also wear a similar hat and they kind of have quills like Knuckles. So I'm wondering, did they just merge these two like characters together? Because in the movie Knuckles is like, oh, you know me, I love treasure hunting, and I'm like, well, since when?
Like, when was this?
You protect one item of treasure in your entire life. That's the entire reason for living.
He's been a treasure hunter since like listen, I remember playing Sonic Adventure 2 on a Dreamcast, and he was treasure hunting then. You
Fair
dig
enough.
me? So like, I don't know if it was before that or what, but
this was definitely before that established.
They've
lore.
all been treasure hunting since I can remember.
Well, okay, let's dig into the synopsis a little bit. So the story of this short feature-length film is essentially.
Can't wait to hear you recite this synopsis.
Yeah, I know, it's so nonsensical. Yellow, you kind of touched on it already.
What?
Like
It's
there is
perfect.
sort of
It is
some backstabbing
the
in there.
quintessential like villain. This is the greatest villain archetype story that I've ever seen, fam. Like there's nothing better than, I'm gonna take your daughter hostage to trick you into sending this guy so that I can read his brain to train my new robot. Like this is the most genius level. There's not a better villain. Thanos' plan was trash compared to Robotnik's. You feel me? Like there's not a better villain out there. That's all I'm saying.
So this is my second running theory as well, that since Sonic is essentially the how Metal Sonic like is created through like his data that Robotnik is able to steal from him somehow. Sonic is essentially the villain of the movie because he's fighting a mirror image of himself. And so my theory is that the Flash movie that's coming out took inspiration from Sonic OVA to make the alleged villain of that movie Flash as well. So we're gonna get a spin on this lore in that movie. So that's my bet that I have with myself.
Please don't be that predictable, Flash. Please don't.
I'll even add that Star Wars Revenge of the Sith took inspiration because it looked like Metal Sonic was Anakin Skywalker after he thought
oh my god,
he had high
yes!
ground. Yeah, that was it.
This movie is just inspiring
cinema,
you know, since it came out. Yeah. No,
George Lucas copied Dune and he copied Sonic the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. I tried to tell y'all the best thing that happened since like Saturday morning cartoons.
It definitely felt like watching the Sonic animated series again and Sonic Underground. I was asking Chill like, oh, have you like watched those before? And yeah, I was just thinking of all like the animated series that came
wanted to
before
hear
that.
Jalil's white voice multiple times while I was listening to this. I just wanted Urkel's voice to pop up multiple times.
Did you watch the dub or sub version? Because I just watched the dub because it was free on YouTube. Yeah, the voice acting was very
hilarious.
Hit or miss for me. Oh, sorry, what?
It's hilarious.
What are your thoughts on the voice acting and stuff?
Well, when it comes to anime, I know a lot of purists would be angry at me, but I normally listen to the dub because I can't stand the voices of the Japanese. Because
the disrespect.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can call me a filthy American if you want to, but literally, I'm taken out whenever I listen to the Japanese.
I have no problems with folks who want to listen to dub. I watch dubs myself. I am a fan. To say that you can't stand the OG Japanese voice actors, that's sacrilegious.
No.
You can't just be out here talking crazy about.
They look so ready to just like go off right now.
Look, before y'all jump, there is a handful of them where the Japanese is pretty good, but for the most part, there are voices, the Japanese voices that goes with the characters that I'm like, that doesn't fit. I'm sorry, Goku's voice is terrible in the Japanese. I don't care what anybody says. His voice in Japanese is awful. I can't stand it. I can't. It's that type of stuff. Or it's like there's only 4 levels of voices they give for the Japanese for every single character. I'm like, no. At least with the American, for me, they try harder to be more diverse with the way they do their voices. In my opinion, I know people will be like angry about that, but in this case, no. the dub was like it was not great, especially Tails. Tails sounds like a nasally 5-year-old kid. I can't. Hey, Sonic. Hey, I'm going to get. Hey, we gotta go save him, man. I'm worried.
Sonic, wait for me.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Nope.
He's an 8-year-old kid. Like, what do you expect him to sound like?
Right.
And
The voice actress that played Tails deserves a goddamn Emmy and Oscar for that performance. I don't know when he was on that rocket powered boogie board, fam. I believed every instance of his life being in danger when this
sounds
movie
like a
opened
fever
up.
dream
Right?
from Rugrats. Like, no, I can't do it, man. I
And
can't.
Rugrats really sold to you those regular baby problems were the end of the world every episode.
They
So
sure did.
sold it. So
They sure did.
alright.
And then the
Diaper
dialogue
rash
they
was
want to
like
give.
smallpox out here. on
Exactly.
Rugrats.
And then the dialogue they want to give to the dub actors is like they're over explaining what's going on, being like, we have to go to this
That's
place
just-
because if we don't, we have to do this or not that. Until we have to run to do that.
You know what I love
wasn't-
too is like whenever there are moments in the movie where it's very obvious what's happening or where they're located, like they will do an establishing shot of like this huge crater and they'll be like, wow, look at the size of this crater. They're like, I know, right? And then they're
Oh my God, is that Metal Sonic? Metal Sonic just came out of that egg. Oh my God, really?
I'm too old for this group. You know how hard I had to work to watch this shit as a child, fam? You know what kind of back alley drug deals I had to do to obtain this media? Y'all niggas,
I'm
like,
sure it's such
we
a journey
needed those
for you.
exposition dumps. We needed that stuff back in the day because we was
Exposition?
7 while we was watching it.
It's
Okay,
an hour
Chill.
long. You can watch it twice.
Chill,
I think my
I forced
biggest-
you to watch this. What are your thoughts? Sorry,
Well,
I just interrupted you.
Everything to do with Knuckles. When you see him with the cowboy hat, you're like, oh, look, he's busy being a cowboy right now. And then we'll see him take off the hat later on in the movie. And he doesn't. And he doesn't. And then it is off just so he can have Sonic step on his head. And it's back on his head. Like, everything with Knuckles was egregious. He was
Why is Knuckles
not
a
gliding.
cowboy? Why is he a cowboy?
He was floating like this, like in the air like this. Which
No.
that was not his thing. He would go
What do
from
you
one side
mean,
of the
bro?
screen, travel
No.
down while declining ever so slightly, just a tad bit. if you-
I just wanted to show some clips from the movie. So yeah, like I personally like Knuckles' hat. Like I think it's pretty adorable. DL, what are your objections to the hat?
You definitely want one.
That's no good. No, I can't. Why is Knuckles wearing a cowboy hat? There's no reason. No.
Listen, I'm convinced that it's Knuckles' hat that got him in the. I don't know if it's like a orgy or whatever that like the princess was planning, because not only was she like diehard Sonic stan, you feel what I'm saying, but she was definitely subbed down with Robotnik. She literally said, if you don't do this, I'm not gonna let you take me hostage no more. Like, that's power bottom talk, you feel what I'm saying? And she gave Knuckles play with a kiss on the cheek. Boom, there it go right there.
Oh, yeah.
With the kiss on the cheek, you feel what I'm saying? And he turned bright red. So
And
like,
they started punching.
fam, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's some power bottom situation here that I really appreciate that they was trying to, like, you know, that's why I feel like I'm so comfortable in sexuality today, because of stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? That I
Let's not
watched
go there.
as
Let's
a
not go
child.
there, please.
And the butt plug, the monkey tail butt plug, like, that's some real, like, it's important, I feel like, for children to be exposed to this kind of content at an early age, and it's necessary. These guys are doing good work.
I feel
doing
kind of
good
sus,
work.
like even like in jest talking about it, because I have no clue how old this girl is, and I'm pretty sure she's fairly young because Sonic is canonically like at most 16 years old, like
Not even.
at least from the material that I've been reading. So that's why I'm just like I don't know. And then the whole like dynamic
Self-exploration
between
starts early, all right?
yeah. I mean, like the whole thing with like Robotnik too. I'm surprised that they called him Robotnik, by the way, and not Eggman. That was like a
This
little
was
jarring for me.
1999. This was 1999, fam.
Yeah.
Was
No,
Eggman
that's
for
true.
Sonic X?
Man, I'm lying to you. Actually, this was
I think it
1996,
was.
but it didn't come over here and get dubbed until 1999.
Oh, okay. I had no
Oh,
clue.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, he was still considered Robotnik at the time. Pretty sure the hat is canon. Yeah, no, I was speculating that they might have mixed up the designs between another character and Knuckles, and some traits from that other character too, like being a treasure hunter or thief or something. But yeah, so
They
basically,
was just trying shit in the 90s, fam.
they're just doing the most.
They was just doing. It's just that's it. It was like, yo, you know what would be dope? A hat on Knuckles, because he's different.
Idris Elba, help us, Idris Elba. You're
Please.
our help.
Please help us, Idris Elba, please.
We gotta fix this.
Fix
I was
this
not
shit.
done ripping Knuckles. This guy who we all love, Knuckles. He hits Sonic back because you bumped me on my head earlier in the movie, and he starts running away. And I'm like, okay, well that's Sonic. Sonic's the fast one, right? Sonic's gonna catch up to him. Doesn't catch up to him, and like 3 minutes later, they're all Sonic, wait up! Like that didn't make sense to me. You were just running ahead of Sonic, and you had a lead, and Sonic couldn't catch up. Next thing you know, Sonic is way off into the distance because he's too fast. It's like they remembered when it was time for him to be a fast runner, to make him a fast runner.
I just wanted to quickly share this character. So this is the I think they're from the arcade game. Yeah, so they are Fang the Sniper. So they're I might have to look up what type of animal they are, but basically I remembered this character wearing a hat, and they were one of the antagonists.
He jacked Knuckles' hat after the fact. Knuckles is the blueprint. You feel what I'm saying? Knuckles is the blueprint, fam.
Take it back.
Mystery solved.
But yeah, like let's go through some favorite moments for the movie, and then we can jump into ripping it in half and talking about how terrible it is. Even though we already
There is
did
no
that.
ripping it in half. It's the greatest thing ever made. Like I don't understand how you guys. I felt so good watching this film, bro. Like everything. The old man going through the midlife crisis, playing video games, and all of Sonic's clothes. Like that is classics, and that's quintessential. There's real life lessons in this film, fam.
Like, okay, so things that I personally liked, like I mentioned it during the trailer watch. I don't know if it the audio cut me off, but yeah, the animation style, like what we're looking at right now, I really just love that vintage, sort of like faded color palette look. And let's see what else. Yeah, like I said, the soundtrack is bumping really as well. House music from the 90s is like, I still, like bang that shit like every day. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of Metal Sonics. I've always loved their design and sort of their origin story. And I kind of wanted to see more, I guess, like content where he gets or they get more, But yeah, those are just my thoughts. How about you, DL?
Yeah. I think probably the best part about this movie. I thought everything with Metal Sonic was really cool. He was actually very menacing. Like his design. Whenever he fights Sonic, it's really entertaining to watch. The stuff with Metal Robotnik was okay, even though it was kind of thrown together, but he had some cool moments here and there, and
thrown together, fam. It was perfectly written. Like
Robotnik
obviously had set all this up so that he can get Sonic's data. He had to download. He needed Hyper Metal Sonic to study Sonic so that he could become the perfect weapon to defeat Sonic. Like it's genius.
We'll talk about that plan later. But outside of that, yeah, that's all I got. Metal Sonic and some of Metal Robotics cool. Animation's nice. Music's good. Yep, that's all I got.
All right, for sure. ChillMonger.
Everything to do with Tails was a highlight. Watching him through this trailer and move. Look at that, right alongside Sonic, because he's different. He flies when he moves. There was even a joke in here when they were on that like conveyor belt treadmill thingy. And then he goes, Tails, you can fly. He goes, oh yeah. And he gets up. And that was the highlight of the movie right there.
Genius.
That was a nice little like self-aware type of humor that I like in the movie.
They're just kids.
They are just kids. Yeah. I guess that's why I'm a little bit more forgiving for like how terrible the dialogue is, because they're not going to be like fully like their brains are still like kind of developing and learning how to like actually communicate stakes and danger and trauma and things like that. Like everything's still just a game for them at the end of the day. So yeah. But how about you, Yello? I know you're saying this is one of the greatest films of all time, up there with The Godfather.
Sonic, the end of the movie is my favorite. Like it's the greatest thing. The villain isn't really a villain because he's modeled after the hero. Like, so then at the last second, when it's time to be a villain or not, he makes the right choice, sacrifices himself. Like this is, come on, son. You don't get better storytelling in the Bible. Like this is real fire shit right here. There's no opportunity for, it's beautiful. It is the greatest thing. It is the greatest thing that I've ever seen. You know, it's gorgeous. The soundtrack is fire. The voice acting. Come on, son. Come on.
I love how you didn't finish. You give everything a compliment. The voice acting? Come on, son. Like,
That was like, oh, you have to acknowledge it somehow. So
It wasn't. What do you mean? It was great.
Compliment the
You
voice
guys-
acting.
you don't get it.
Compliment it.
they
You know
voice
what?
acted.
I understand. This is the problem is the problem is with this stream y'all right here is y'all are just too young. Y'all wasn't outside. You feel what I'm saying when this was happening. That's the thing. Like you're seeing it now, 20 years later, after we've had the greatest animes ever made, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I guess Attack on Titan is good. Demon Slayer popping right now. Like it's a different world. Sonic ran so that all of those shows can, I don't know, be great.
Fly.
Like Sonic paved the way, fam. This movie, and I remember how I saw it too, right? This movie came as like a double deal from like Funko-Land. That's what I'm talking. That's how old I am. From like Funko-Land with Sonic Adventure, the first Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast. That's how I watched it. You feel what I'm saying? And it's only after that that I realized that it was a bootleg that the dude from Funko-Land just made some money off of us real quick. Like this is a moment in history. What this film is. It's not just some trash movie that came out a long time ago. It's so good that now we got a quasi good Sonic movie and hopefully a great one coming with Sonic 2. Like this paved the way, fam. Sonic X on 4Kids TV on Fox, that's only because of this. You never got none of that if you didn't have this first. That's all. I mean, yeah, pay homage, son. Pay homage. Respect your elders. That's all I'm saying.
well, I think part of it too
Kiss
is
the
like
ring. Kiss the emerald ring, son. The
I mean,
chaos
yeah, I guess we have to have,
gem, golden ring. Bling, ding, ding, ding. Kiss
Yeah,
the rings, bro.
sure.
I was
guess
just
we
gonna
have
say-
to respect the garbage 1995 Mortal Kombat movie to get a slightly
First
better
of all,
2021
the
Mortal Kombat
garbage
movie.
1995 Mortal
Yes,
Kombat movie
garbage.
at least knew what it was. The garbage 2021 Mortal Kombat movie thought that it was serious. Let's be
It was
serious.
serious. It was much more serious than
here
what
we go.
1995
Here
was
we
doing. I
Yeah,
swear.
fam. How many times? Can I go on a Mortal Kombat aside real quick? We just talk about how
Sure.
trash that movie is.
like I can
how
stop
many
you.
times do we? How many times do we need to watch Liu Kang walk over the ridge just to throw a fireball at Kano, tell a joke, so that the whole gang could just walk back over the same ridge to go to wherever they're going? That movie is trash. The only good part in that film. There's no good part in that film.
Yeah,
Everything
you
about
lied to
that
yourself.
movie is
Nah,
garbage,
you
bro.
lied to yourself.
Everything about that. What
So,
is
like,
it-
you can only
how
cap
many
so
things-
hard.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, bro. Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You gotta at least give that. Come on now.
I would have if they did every time they were fighting. They didn't have Cole Young in the scene for no reason. I would have given it to him. What does Cole Young do? Sub-Zero freezes his family. What does he do? He starts banging on the ice, fam. Why is he even in that room? Why is he in that room at the end of the movie? Why is he in any of the scenes that he's in? Sonya kills Melina. The hole falls out of her body. We look through the hole. Cole Young is there. Why is he there? What is he? They gave him literal plot armor as a magic power. But you got the nerve to sit here and shit on Knuckles' hat, bro? Come
Yeah,
on, man. This
yeah, I still will shit on it. Fuck Knuckles' hat.
This was
That's
crazy,
supposed to be
fam.
in
It was supposed to be tough. That shit looked like he was wearing a thermal and had cosplay tonfas. And I'm supposed to be excited about this guy.
Sorry,
Movie's
we
garbage.
let you
Okay,
rail
so
through.
like it sounds like Yellow, it has a lot of emotions about Sonic, and I do too. I'm pretty, invested in the IP.
Yeah, I'm a huge Sonic fan too.
Yeah, but like I'm
low key diss me. This movie, I'm specifically talking about this OVA. It is amazing. It is It is peak OVA. That's what it is.
No, Alita Battle Angel was peak over, but we don't talk about that.
Is that considered OVA?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to
Oh,
Alita
word?
Battle Angel,
I didn't
classic,
know.
Mhm.
Classic shit.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were talking about the live action adaptation movie.
No.
of it.
Oh no! I'm talking about like there was an actual anime of
Yes.
Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's see some negatives about the movie.
Some.
Since you already
It was
kind of like
only
jumped
an hour
into
long.
it.
They needed
Yeah,
to
there's-
figure out. They needed to give me 30 more minutes of this feature film length.
Yes.
This is the greatest thing that I've seen since the opening to the first Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Oh yes,
we
like
got a Yu-Gi-Oh
season
fan
0.
here.
Is that what you're
No,
talking
just
about?
the song. Just the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just the song. Just
Like,
it's
but yeah,
time.
see-
That's
Yes.
the part. Yeah.
Banger.
That shit
Yeah,
is fire,
absolutely.
bro.
The one criticism that I do have, other than like the voice acting, was a little, nasally to DL's point, and a little, juvenile. But even though I am a bit forgiving of it because Sonic is like a juvenile,
Yeah, they're
kid.
kids. That's weird. That's a
That
weird
it,
critique.
yeah, it would be
Those
weird
kids
for them to
sound
be
like
super
kids.
serious. Yeah, no, so it's not really a complaint there. I think, to your point, I would have loved to see more Metal Sonic potentially growing sentient, and there being some perception of like, oh, I shouldn't kill, absolutely, like destroy like this living creature because they are essentially a reflection of myself. Like, they would have been cool to see Sonic go through that sort of like moral quandary a little bit, but
He
they just
did.
totally
No, they didn't.
What?
No, they
He did.
I would
at the
argue
end.
that
He was like,
No.
"No,
I have the movie
that's
pulled up.
what.
Let me
that
find
was
this.
it.
Let me find
Dude,
the spot
pull it
really
up.
quick.
Dude,
That's
no,
the end of the film."
that came out of nowhere. That's the problem. It came at the end of the movie. That came out of nowhere. We had no indication that Metal Sonic was sentient or even had feelings, and so now at the end of the movie,
It was the
Sonic
whole
wants
movie.
to feel bad for it, even though it was
I
just
don't
trying to kill him a
understand
second ago.
How is it that you can complain about how they explained everything that they were doing and what was happening in the film, but then completely miss all of the
What did they
explanations
explain?
about how
What did
Metal
they
Sonic
explain?
is Sonic?
What did
That
they
was the whole
explain?
point of the thing. That's why when they're in that big room and they're all like, make sure Sonic doesn't find out, because like that Metal Sonic is Sonic. They share a thing. They are the same individual. And that's why at the end, things happen the way that they do. Ray, you pull it up yet? I can only vent for so long.
Okay, I am still looking
Run
for
out
it,
of
but
breath
I'm
with you
listening
niggas.
to y'all's
I can't
argument
deal with this.
because, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, like where exactly did they establish that he was sentient? But okay, cool. I'm just gonna play this scene on
Play his
mute.
death.
Yeah.
His death scene. That's it's that whole moment there when he dies. That's it. That's everything that they give us.
Oh, and they're have it
Alright.
isolated without the
It is pretty funny.
yeah. Share this tab instead. Let me go ahead and pause the music really quick.
Funny because I know.
Oh, there was no audio?
yeah,
You
No.
didn't share
Yeah, we don't
system
hear it.
audio when you opened the
No.
share
Yeah.
screen.
I didn't. Okay, cool. Let me work on that. Oh wait, did I not play the trailer? With
That did
audio?
have audio, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Mhm.
This
Okay.
didn't, even though
Yeah.
it says volume on
Fam,
YouTube.
this
I
scene
think when
right
you
here-
opened the second, share screen, there you go.
She
Okay.
was so happy to get that dress, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she was in control of everything there. She was all of the men in this movie were her
Mhm.
playthings. Power bottom. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Yo, shout out to
That's like
shout
the
out to
fourth
Power
time you
Bottom,
said
Holocaust
power
Memorial.
bottom. and
Power
you-
bottom.
You notice how none
Power
of us
bottom,
were like,
bro.
yeah, that's right.
No, it's not. No, it's
It's
Like,
perfectly
mind
okay
blowing.
for me to be
Cosigns.
right by myself. I can be right by myself. I don't have a problem with that. I'm very comfortable here.
There we go. Hear it.
Oh no, that was just a battle.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
'cause there's a
cool.
lot
I have to
more
go back
shit
to
that
the
happens.
actual movie. So I just wanted to share that bit of dialogue though, because
It's so good.
that
It's
was
so
one of the
perfect.
classic
you're
memes
going.
from the
know.
You
movie.
know what I'm going to do before I'm going to do it.
Strange,
Thank you.
isn't
Thank you
it?
for that useful information that you already told us earlier in the movie. Thank you for that.
Yeah, yeah.
One
They-
thing
they
about
were
the
very
sound
clear.
that they used a lot of video game sounds sprinkled in, which even the movie from
Yes.
2020 that did too, and that was cool. Sitting there like I know what those rings are supposed to sound like, and I heard it, and I want to hear when you get a new life.
He sacrificed himself
Dr.
so
Eggman had a
that
CD.
his man's
Did you just say
the
Dr.
same
Eggman?
one.
Robotnik.
I mean, that's what he is. That's what he is. Eggman.
Yeah, and he had a bonus, like a backup copy, didn't he? At the end,
Yeah.
that they broke. What didn't he have like a backup? It's not hard to save
Always,
a second
always.
Oh
file.
yeah, for sure.
Always.
Okay, now that settles that question. So Yellow, you do win the argument. I will
What?
give you.
What do you mean? What do you mean? He
We
won
all
the
saw
argument?
it. We all saw it. There was emotional
It's not a-
resonance.
there was
Did you
nothing-
feel it?
there was
Because I
nothing
didn't
to
feel
win.
anything.
I appreciate-
didn't.
Well, that's your fault. That's your inability to relate to things that don't look like you. I understand. It happens all around the world. I get it. The anthropomorphic hedgehog
Oh
doesn't do it for you.
man,
That's
going
fine.
Scott Mendelson right now. Is that the dude?
We're going
from,
there, huh?
Turning
We're
Red.
going there.
I think it's somebody else. I think it's somebody else, but they're all the same. they're all the same. Is that racist? Oops.
Oop. Lol, whoops. Oh.
The anthropomorphic. Okay.
Anthropomorphic what?
Hedgehog. That's
Hedgehog.
Yes.
Is an anthropomorphic, is that, and I'm saying it differently the second time I say it. Is it the name of, like, there's rodents, there's insects, there's anthropomorphs?
Anthropomorphic means it looks like a person, or it's kind of like a person.
Oh, I thought that was humanoid.
No, that's like that's a different thing.
That's another subject. Okay.
Yeah.
Anthropomorphic is human-like. So
Like,
Pokemon are human-like,
Mr.
the ones
Mime,
with eyes
like
and faces.
Mr. Mime, Jinx,
Voltorb.
No.
So you gotta have limbs to be anthropomorphic.
Ah,
Do I sound like an anthropophobe?
About to get canceled. There you go.
Oh my god. I can't. Okay, so like real talk though, this movie does kind of like lack enough substance to span an hour-long discussion because the movie itself is an hour long. So we're kind of grasping at straws to like find things to
y'all
discuss.
are. This shit is great. It's just the greatest thing, and everybody needs to see it. Like,
I
wake
just want-
up next Saturday morning, find a bowl of cereal. I don't know if you guys eat cereal anymore. I certainly don't. I don't know where the fuck you can find cereal nowadays, right? But like, find some
The
cereal.
grocery store.
You feel me? I skipped that out. I'm sorry. Find some cereal, right? And pour that bitch. Get your old fashioned the red label milk. You feel what I'm saying? The old school shit, just fart all day and enjoy this movie first thing Saturday morning, fam. I promise you it'll change your life. I promise you it'll change your life.
I will
wanna
sit
find the
down and
scene with the
enjoy
owl.
Sonic movie 2020. I will sit down and watch that with a bowl of cereal. But
Was
no.
anyone seeing that next week?
Surprisingly,
I got to.
Oh, you have to. You're obligated to.
It's Thursday.
is it it's written in the contract?
It's somewhere in there. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's part of it. I like the first movie very much, man. That was amazing. It was such a surprise.
Surprisingly well crafted. I really appreciated how much I enjoyed it. I had some issues. If we're gonna really talk about movies for real, I had some issues with the best things in that movie being taken from other movies, but also it's the kind of movie you could get away with that, like the kids movie, the family movie, you get away with emulating or paying homage to like other movies and shit. But yeah, it was fucking great. I love that shit. It was incredible.
And this new movie, they're done with speed and they're done with establishing thing. We're not gonna be introducing Cyclops' character. What's his name? That
Tom.
guy.
His name is James
Tom.
Marsden. I have no idea what is that. It that makes
His
sense.
name is Tom.
I know Chica Sumter. I know her, but no more introductions. It's now Eggman is full on Eggman. It looks like he's more Eggman than he was there. And Jim Carrey did a good job the first time. Idris Elba in the trailer voicing Knuckles, going, what did he say in the trailer? He said something like,
You think I need?
Yeah.
Do I look like I need your power?
Exactly.
Power.
And we know how it's going to end. It's going to be Knuckles befriending Sonic because that's how it goes. They're always friends.
Heck
But
yeah.
yeah, but that intro, that beginning, that little animation from Sonic 3, was that the game? Sonic 3? Yeah. He's flying and he's supersonic to begin the game. You guys remember Sonic is flying?
Yeah.
And then
I
in
think
comes
that,
Knuckles.
I think that was Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I think that was Sonic 3. Yeah. The intro for Sonic 3.
Let's get a movie version of that. That'd be so cool.
What are some things
You think they're going supersonic in this movie?
I think they're
that.
saving it. I don't know if they'll do it for this movie. I mean,
They
I
saved Tails.
will lose my mind if he does, but I'm like, I'm feeling they might save that for like the third movie.
Yeah, they're only introducing the Chaos Emerald in this film. Like, so I don't know if we're getting supersonic in this one. We could, but it'd be a lot to put in one movie, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Supersonic would be good, like if they introduce Shadow, because then he'll have to like kind of like muster up some strength, like that makes him superior to Shadows, because they are essentially like a 1-to-1 match as well, in terms of ability.
It's true.
Yeah. But yeah, like my experience with the IP, like I first got really into Sonic like in the Dreamcast with Sonic Adventure, and then through like the GameCube and PS2 games. So yeah, a lot of like the 3D games are like kind of like where I got up to speed, and that's also where they did the most like character fleshing out. So that's why I got more interested in seeing more of like the secondary characters get shine and more characterization. So I appreciated this movie for doing that, at least like with Knuckles and some of like the banter and like friendly, like back and forth that they have, even though like they're kids and there are like stakes and things at risk. They were still really just like cracking jokes and being like lighthearted with one another. So I enjoyed that. I think it was on brand with the games as far as like what I was already familiar with.
Absolutely.
like, are there any aspects in this movie that you would like to see like adapted in live action? DL, if you want to go first.
Well, I don't know. For the third movie, I have a feeling they might try and do Metal Sonic again. Either that or Shadow, but I have a feeling they might do Metal Sonic first. But that's something I would really like to see in live action. I think that would be really cool. If it's anything like what we got from this OVA, I think it'll be really really cool. But that's probably like the only thing for this movie that I would want to see adapted in live action. I don't know, because we're already getting Knuckles and Tails, and visually accurate Eggman for the most part. So, yeah.
It's, you said it there, Tails. Getting Tails properly, or at least what just happened in this animated movie that I liked from Tails. If you could replicate that, make him have that little, even when he was flying his ship, his plane. Okay.
Right.
The way that it all connected and it was like boom, boom, showing you that the technology, they're gonna go really fast. So here he's got to connect the propellers to the shell of the ship so that it can speed up. That was amazing. That was Tails. They really did Tails a good service in this animated film. So do that in the second movie. I don't know how Tails' relationship will be with Sonic, but they've got to nail it. Are they friends? From what we saw at the beginning of the first Sonic movie, he didn't have any friends. He was just kind of being hunted down by echidnas.
Yep.
Where was Tails then?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. How about you, Yellow? Do you feel like there's anything in this movie that you want to see adapted into live action, or is it just better kept in 2D animated form for now?
Specifically, Sarah, the president's daughter, with her like furry kink butt plug tail thing. Specifically, we can just give Tika Sumter a tail.
Okay, so you're kind of like writing your own little like fan fiction right now of like what you want to see in like Sonic 3 or something. Because I'm like, how is this going to even make sense? Like, she was kind of like the damsel in distress a little bit.
Which was complete. There's never been a damsel in distress in Sonic ever. I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but like, shout out to her, because I don't think she was in distress at all. I'm pretty sure she manipulated the whole situation. That's why she was so mad that Metal Sonic looked like Sonic but didn't act like Sonic. She was like, Robotnik, you failed, and I'm gonna beat this robot up now too.
Let me think.
I think she's the real villain, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure she's the real villain of the whole.
She's the brains.
She kind of is, like, she's kind of the reason why
Brains is a strong word.
Robotnik goes through all these, like, like nefarious schemes to like try and like kidnap her and like force her to marry him. And
it wasn't a
like
kidnapping.
That.
Remember, he said, if you don't do this, I won't let you take me hostage anymore, is what she said.
Okay,
like,
what do you mean you won't let him? What do
I feel like that was a mistranslation,
though.
I want to chalk it up to shitty English translations.
No,
what does that even
she was
mean?
in complete control. And the only reason why she was like, chill, is because of all the kids she imagined. She just wasn't ready to have a bunch of kids. She was perfectly happy with whatever the little, whatever their situationship might have been. You feel what I'm saying? She just wasn't ready to start popping out babies. That's the only thing that turned her off. Listen, man. All right. The greatest movie made since, like, what was that?
The Shawshank Redemption.
Those Peter Jackson films, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Wow.
I love how it's better than all these other movies that came after it. So this argument suits your argument that this inspired cinema onward.
The blueprint, fam.
Sonic is the blueprint. He's literally blue, so he is the blueprint. Like, need we say more?
No.
The chat is going nuts right now. Just saying.
I'm sure they are.
Forth brought up a good question. What movie would y'all like to see Sega adapt into live action in the future? DL, do you have any thoughts off the top of your head?
Skies of Arcadia. There's all story right there. Impressive world building. I mean, we've seen things kind of like it, but yeah, I would love to see Sky Pirates. Yep.
I haven't played a lot of Sega games outside of Sonic, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I'm literally trying to look up some games to refresh my memory.
Other franchise.
Crazy Taxi. No, I'm just kidding.
Unfortunately,
Wasn't there
Sega
already?
died in 2001. Fucking Dreamcast put them out of business.
Super Monkey Ball was a Sega project.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that
okay.
would be a fun one. That would be like a cool like series that they can adapt for like Netflix or something.
That would be kind of fun.
First
No,
controversial game, Night
I
Trap.
don't
Oh, I
see
remember
that.
Night Trap.
I don't see a Super Monkey Ball because all you do is roll and then fly. There's no like characters and stuff.
They made an
Hey.
Angry Birds movie.
They made an emoji movie.
They made two. They made
True.
2 Angry Birds. They made a whole emojis movie. That's a fact. That's a thing that happened.
They did make the emoji movie. Yeah. Oh my god, all these repressed memories are.
Wait,
like,
which one of us went to the movie theaters to watch the Emoji Movie?
No,
I did not. I watched
No.
it on streaming. Did you
Yep.
go to
They
theater?
made it.
No.
They made it. That's the point. They made it. Put a lot of money behind that shit.
Oh, those are good ones. Yeah.
Somehow they created a story. What did they do? Something that there was no story. Oh, fucking Arcane, bro. Arcane, the greatest video game adaptation ever made, right?
Okay.
There's no fucking story in League of Legends. I know y'all like to pretend that there's lore because they put out a little blurb every time they create a new like character design that you have to pay money for. But like, there's no real lore or story to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But fam, then they gave you Arcane.
Mm-hmm.
They
Arcane was really good.
squeezed that motherfucker out and created a phenomenal story.
It was really good.
So
Well, I didn't know Earthworm Jim was a Sega project, so
Yep.
Ghost
Oh.
Whiskey.
get it done. Get it done.
I can't believe we forgot to mention. Y'all know Amy Rose, right? Like the young, like pink hedgehog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Female
Yep.
protagonist. Yeah, like
course.
that would have been a good character to either add like in a future Sonic movie, or I doubt we may even see her in this one because they're already introducing so many other characters like Tails and Knuckles. So yeah, I would love to see them. And then to your point that we were talking about with Supersonic appearing, I think that would only make sense if they were to introduce Shadow. So yeah, like with all these different characters that you're introducing, you might want to space them out a little bit, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
let me see. As far as like Sega properties, I would like for them to adapt. I'm kind of drawing a blank a little bit.
Crazy
well,
Taxi. I'm not joking.
House of the Dead. House of the Dead was adapted into like a shitty live action movie in the 90s. I would like to see them do it again, but like this time. So yeah, I'm a big fan of House of the Dead personally.
They have yet to get Resident Evil right. They just leave House of the Dead
yeah,
alone.
man, bruh.
Just leave it alone. Just don't even like you're fucking Resident Evil has plenty of story for you to work with to make something out of. Like you could easily make, I would imagine, I thought all the games that I played, I thought they could make a good version of that, right? But like they have failed that. House of the Dead it's not gonna be what there was something, I guess, like if you just Train to Busan would be like a House of the Dead level, I feel like.
Oh, okay, I see. So you're saying that like like that IP was already sort of kind of adapted in other forms of media, just like
No, I'm saying they're gonna fail if they ever try to do that because they can't get good stories right. They can't. I don't know. We'll see. There's only so much you could do with zombies and shit. You feel? There's only so much. So
yeah, that's fair.
I hate zombies though. I could just be biased.
There was this other Sega IP that I don't know if y'all would know. Maybe Yellow knows it. Nights into Dreams. It was from the same studio that made Sonic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was Knights. Knights is a super dope character. Just a super dope looking character. I don't know nothing about that. I can't remember none of the story shit. I remember you flying around, doing all kinds of wild shit like that. But Yakuza actually is.
That's the one that should take priority. Absolutely, Yakuza movie, Yakuza series.
To talk a little bit outside of Sega, but what I would like for them to do. This is probably too ambitious for Hollywood. This probably will never happen.
I kind of this movie. I know.
Yes, because we're about to get a Mario movie.
Yes,
and we're about to get a Metal Gear Solid movie. We got a Detective Pikachu.
We already got the Pikachu.
Yes. So
we have the Sonic movies. So yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Kirby just got a new game, son. Movie coming soon.
Give us a Metroid movie, Super Smash Brothers Cinematic Universe. Do it, Hollywood. It will change. It will change everything.
Get a Master Hand as the villain. Yeah,
that would be lit. Oh my god.
OG joint, son.
Chill, do you have like other video game IPs outside of Sega that you would like to see them adapt?
A video game? Let's see.
Metroid, as I said, Metroid.
Well, a Pokemon, but not a Detective Pikachu. Give me like a story mode, and don't give me a movie. Give me a live action HBO Max series so that we can see him go gym to gym to gym and succeed, be the very best like no one ever was. It doesn't got to be Ash. It could be any of the protagonists. Make it the Ethan Gold. Make it him.
Someone mentioned Shenmue, and I think that's already being adapted to an anime. So, like, yeah, live action would definitely help it as well, because that game on the Dreamcast, like, everything was in real time. Like, it was like a real time based clock. Events, like, you know, actually took like real seconds and minutes to actually occur in the towns and stuff like that. And travel was by foot, and that was through real time. So yeah, Shenmue would be a cool adaptation as well, because it was like kind of set in like I think it was like 80s. Rural Japan, sort of, or like outer skirts of the city Japan. So yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, no. So this is the Sonic movie OVA.
That.
In anticipation for the new movie.
Y'all was hating. And I'm telling you, man, the only thing that could make it better is if you was laying on your stomach eating a bowl of cereal watching it. That's the only thing that could make this film better. It was absolutely amazing.
Do y'all know if the Metal Gear movie is in production yet or not? Or
no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know right now.
Yeah, no, I haven't been keeping tabs on that too much, but
it's never coming out.
It's like the same dude that's directing Metal Gear. He did Kong Skull Island, by the way. They're having him do a Gundam movie as well, and they haven't like greenlit that either. So he's just waiting for like, hey, can I start on something?
I thought Oscar Isaac was cast as Snake in the Metal Gear. Okay, so there is like some at least pre-production work, which can mean anything. Like they're just murmuring about it. They haven't even really like written anything yet. Oh, right. Silent Hill, yeah, that would be a good one. Can we get a new movie better than Part 2?
We didn't have. Oh, okay, good, yeah. Because I was like, we had Silent Hill movies, right? I don't really fuck with horror like that. And that's not my bag.
No, I feel it. Yeah, no, I guess we can like wrap it up with like some final thoughts around like this movie and hyping us up for the next movie. Did this kill any hype that you had for the new movie, or are you just excited to watch a real movie next week?
Not at all. No.
It got me ideas. It's like, oh, I'd like to see that happen in a movie. I know where the owl came from in Sonic the movie, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
How about you, DL?
Yeah, the owl. Even though the owl was weird in this movie, but you know, I'm glad they incorporated it in the live action, so that's cool. And yeah, we need Metal Sonic in a movie. If it's not 3, then you know, future films, they'll be great. Yeah, as I said, that's probably it. You know, this didn't kill my excitement for 2. I'm still really excited. You know, this is a moment in Sonic's history. We got to go through some weird stuff. You know, same thing with the games that had some weird entries in there, but you know, then there's some good entries that came in. So it's the same thing with that. So.
Alrighty, and Yellow, yeah, it sounds like you're hyped as ever.
After watching this over, bro, all it has done is really increase like my anticipation for this Sonic 2 movie to be an abysmal failure. There's no way that it can live up to what this over was able to accomplish in
You
an
are
hour.
lying to yourself.
Right?
You are lying to yourself. No. No.
And the Batman's gonna get 1.4 billion before they lose theaters.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is not only going to be better than the first movie, not only is it going to be better than that, this OVA is going to be the greatest video game movie of all time. I'm putting money on that right now. It's going to be the greatest video game movie of all time.
Yeah,
It did. It broke the curse. It broke the curse. This one's going to break the curse.
Did it? I feel like Detective Pikachu broke the curse. So we just gonna pretend that Detective Pikachu wasn't.
Detective Pikachu wasn't that good.
Mortal Kombat kind of set us back a little bit, though.
We're talking about video game movies. About it was certainly better than any of the other ones.
Don't forget Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster Hunter definitely set us back. Oh no,
we can forget Monster Hunter.
I definitely forgot that existed. But yeah, no, this is awesome. I appreciate y'all making time again to chat about another weird movie that we had a good time talking about and laughing at. But yeah,
again, I didn't have a good time. Y'all shitted on the best movie ever made the whole time. Like I have not enjoyed myself, and I will never come back up to this platform to be disrespected as thusly.
We got to put some respect with 2 C's on Sonic OVA for Yellow.
That's
2 C's in the chat.
2 C's.
2 C's and a K in the chat for Yellow. DL, where can we find you at, and what are you working on?
Y'all can find me on the YouTubes and I am DL, where I also talk about movies and shows and everything in nerdy geek culture. I'm probably gonna do my review on the first live action Sonic the Hedgehog before the second one comes out. Then I'll talk about that when it comes out as well. Got to catch up on some Marvel reviews, some DC reviews, some Star Wars stuff. Yeah, that's what's going on with me. So if you want to hear my takes on all of those, go ahead and check out my channel.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And again, links in the description to DL's Twitter and his YouTube channel to go sub and follow him. Yello, I know I'm so stoked that you are doing morning streams again, so I can come and harass you on your channel. But are you planning on doing any other streams or content in the next week or so?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. We're going to continue to be doing some of those like kind of random-ish morning or afternoon streams, you feel what I'm saying, depending on what I'm doing out here. So be on the lookout, guys. You have to go to Yello Duzzit on YouTube and you have to subscribe in order to know when it's going to happen. Hit the bell or whatever other YouTubers say. Shit, I'm not a YouTuber, so I just do this as a hobby, right? But also me and my peoples, a couple of my in real life homies and a few of you, my internet homies, you feel what I'm saying? I'm going to start a show called We Should Talk More. You know what I'm saying? Where we kind of broach some more serious, like interpersonal, intrapersonal conversations, and also talk a bunch of dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I feel like as people, with the breakdown of community that has been happening since we've become much more individualized, we don't talk enough. We just don't get together and talk enough, especially with the whole last 2 years that we've all been having to deal with. So I don't know. We're gonna see if it turns into something.
Oh my God. I don't want to like make it weird, but please invite me to that. I love the idea of that. That's the whole reason why
Absolutely
I've been like,
not. After the way how I've been treated here today.
Oh no.
Yellow said no pigeons.
Fine,
Yes.
I'll just me and my 10 alt accounts will just go and spam spam your live chat. Downvote it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that series once you get it ramped up for sure. Please follow Yello on Twitter and YouTube. Links in the description. And ChillMonger, what are you working on next, and where can we find you at?
Every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. 33 burning questions. I did Attack on Titan last week, and coming up this Saturday, Star Wars questions. And my channel is called ChillMonger, like it's spelled. As soon as you eliminate your comment, you see right there.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Defeating the whole purpose of saying follow everyone. So yeah, please go follow ChillMonger on Twitter, and you can find his channel via searching for ChillMonger as well. Links in the description as well to make it even more easy. Thank y'all so much. Wonderful, beautiful folks. Love having you on my channel. Love chatting with y'all. And I think we're going to call it a night. All right. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Hope everyone has a great evening. And we're going to go ahead and play the outro. Deuces. Bye.